how's everyone doing? This is going to be my contest entry into Scott Chill Pilgrim 1138's contest, and he's a very cool guy as well. If you haven't checked out his channel, definitely do so. Link will be down below. He's actually in my fantasy football league for YouTubers as well, and he's just a really nice guy. He does Blu-ray DVD updates, things like that, and he's very funny as well. And this is actually a really generous contest. Very cool of him to do this 200 subscriber giveaway contest, and you deserve way more subscribers. And also you have the 1138. Is that from George Lucas's THX 1138? I never asked you that, but I've always wondered, and I don't know why I never asked you that. But for his contest, he wants to know about your movie collecting history. And let me know which format you guys collect as well, be it VHS, Beta, Laserdiscs, DVD, Blu-Rays, Steelbooks, Digibooks, hard boxes, all kinds of good stuff like that. Let me know which ones you guys collect. Now for me, you know, I'm a child of the 80s. I grew up in video stores, and I miss those video stores greatly. I remember going around to the video stores all the time, checking out the cool VHS cover artwork, and sneaking into the little back room sometimes too. But, you know, that was the thing that I loved, just going to the VHS store, just looking at all these cool artwork. I'm a big horror fan, and I loved looking at the horror. But when I was younger, my parents wouldn't really let me check out horror, but I would sneak down late at night and watch the TV and check out the horror movies. But I remember that artwork is just so awesome, and I still think VHS had the best artwork in my opinion. But I just remember being in awe at the video store, checking out all this cool artwork and stuff I've just never seen before, and I was like, I just want to check everything out. And I love artwork, and I used to draw a lot too, so I always try to like draw different things that I saw. But growing up, VHS was the first format that I collected. I collected a bunch of different stuff here and there, but sadly I ended up selling most of my VHS collection when I transferred over to DVD. And I never got into Laserdisc. I do own 4 Laserdiscs, but 3 of them are signed copies. I don't have a Laserdisc player. I just have those 4 discs for just collecting purposes. I'll end up showing those to you in another separate video because there's only 4 of them, but I'm not going to take them out right now and show you. So I never got into Laserdisc, but VHS I collected when I was younger, and then I ended up selling most of them. And I kind of regret that now because, like I said, some of the artwork was just really cool. I saved a few of my VHS tapes, but not many. And then I got into DVD around 1999, I believe. Around there, I remember getting some of my first ones were like Goodfellas, Last of the Mohicans, and I think John Carpenter's The Thing were like the first ones that I got. And then I also worked in a couple media stores as well. I worked at Best Buy, and I actually managed a Sam Goody, which, rest in peace, Sam Goody. You know, that was a crazy time to work there because I worked in this area where people stole like every day. People would like literally come in, take something, and run out. Awful. But, you know, actually when I managed that store, we had the lowest amount of theft, so loss prevention right there. But, you know, I used my store discount all the time to buy stuff, and that's really when I got into collecting DVDs. When I worked at Sam Goody, I would use my discount all the time. And this is actually when DVDs were really expensive. Like, DVDs were like, I don't know, 30-something bucks around there, like $34.95 for a DVD. Crazy stuff. I remember the Nightmare on Elm Street box set. I wanted it so bad, but it was like $100. I just couldn't break down to get it at that time. But then years later, like a couple years ago, I got it. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago, I got it for like 35 bucks, brand new. So there you go. It just shows how quickly the times change. And I collected all DVD for the longest time, and, you know, I held off on Blu-ray. I was like, oh, it's not that great of a thing. It's not worth it, blah, blah, blah. And I completely changed my mind when I started to actually watch Blu-rays at a friend's house. And just last year, I believe, was when I first started collecting Blu-rays. I think it was like last year around November time is right when I started collecting Blu-rays, and I got my Blu-ray player. And so from there, I just went all out Blu-ray. I ended up, you know, trying to sell some of my DVDs. You couldn't get much for them, even though I spent like, you know, $20 to $30 for some of my DVDs. I was getting like $2 or $3 per DVD if I was lucky. So, you know, you're not making your money back there, but oh well. I'd rather save the space and get rid of them because there were ones that, you know, I did a lot of blind buys and things like that. And, you know, if I didn't enjoy it, if I didn't want to see it again, I would get rid of it. And I still need to thin out my collection. I've actually sold, in this past year, at least 800 DVDs. At least. But like I said, now I'm all about collecting Blu-ray. Unless, you know, I only get DVDs unless it's not out on Blu-ray already. And as some of you may know, I get a product from studios to review as well. I get DVDs and Blu-rays sent to me from studios to review. I don't consider them free because I am providing a service of doing the review. But a lot of those ones are ones that I haven't seen before. So a lot of those ones, you know, I have stacks here and there. I'll show you the stacks. I'll show you the whole like collection overview just for a quick glimpse in a second. And there's also different aspects of collecting as well. Like I love steelbooks. I love the Arrow Blu-rays and the Digibooks and all kinds of different things like that. I'm not into hard boxes really. I don't have any hard boxes. I'm just not not a big fan of the design of that. Kind of reminds me of like old school like computers, how the games used to come in those kind of packaging. It's kind of similar to that. Not a big fan, but some of the artwork is really cool for the hard boxes. But love steelbooks, love digibooks, things like that. Collector sets, gift sets, box sets, things like that. And I love trying to get different autographs as well. I'm kind of an autograph hound lately, anyways. I haven't been to a convention yet, but I've been able to have somebody pick me up stuff before, so that's really cool. I do appreciate that. And I've picked up stuff from other collectors as well who decide to sell some stuff. So if there's anybody out there that are selling autographed posters, DVDs, Blu-Rays, VHS, Laserdiscs, anything like that, anything movie related with signatures, let me know. So that's a big part of my collecting all the different cool editions for movies that I enjoy as well. And I'm all about the physical copies. I know digital is the way of the future. I'm the same way with books as well. I'm not into Kindles or e-readers. I like actually having a physical copy that I can hold. And the same thing for Blu-Rays and DVDs. But now I'm going to show you a quick glimpse on my collection right now. And I have this shelf right here, some stuff on the floor. The MASH set, a whole bunch of stuff on the side, some other different ones down here, the Heather's locker set, the Bat Pod. I have to go through all this, and eventually I'm going to get rid of this shelf right here because it's double. There's ones back here as well, kind of double back, and I don't know, you probably can't see a lot of this right here, but there's stuff behind everything, and there's just no room right here, but eventually I'm going to get another bookcase and extra shelves. Alright. But all kinds of stuff. And over here is where I have a lot of stuff that I get in from studios that I know I have to check out quicker and do reviews for and stuff like that. Most of the stuff is review stuff. Marley and Liquidator, Entourage, Rainbow Warrior, all kinds of different stuff down there. Probably a lot of stuff that you haven't seen in videos yet because I'm a bit of a slacker when it comes to doing updates on time in a timely manner. I've got that set down there, which was the Vintage Trilogy set with the hammer, which I got from eBay and it came real damaged. Very upset about that, but that's a whole nother thing. And here is the bulk of my collection right here. It's stacks of stuff down here. There's the Seinfeld fridge that I never showed, Friday the 13th set, the Sleeper set, which is really cool. Love that movie, great slasher. Just a bunch of different stuff. This is probably one of my favorite things in my collection right now, the Sleepaway Camp box set with the Red Cross, signed by everybody. It's awesome, love it. The Carriers 10. Eventually I'm going to have everything set up better so I can display certain things that I want to display more prominently, but this is just going to be a quick showing around of some stuff. Some Blockbuster stuff. I still go to Blockbuster every now and then and see if they have any deals or anything that I haven't seen for cheap. If it's a blind buy for real cheap, I'll pick it up. Everything's stacked up and unorganized right now, but eventually it'll be better. But this is just a quick little overview. So there you go, there was a quick glimpse at my collection. I'll do a more proper one eventually. I've been holding off on rearranging everything just because I thought I was going to move at one point, and I still might, so I'm not 100% sure. But once I find out for sure, I will definitely, rearrange everything and do a proper overview and go through everything like that. And I'm going to get another bookcase as well and get extra shelves for each one too. I actually have a whole bunch of other movies in the living room as well, big box sets and things like that. Like I have my Showgirls one, my Jurassic Park one, E.T., a couple of Scarface ones. What else do I have? The big G.I. Joe animated TV show box set. A whole bunch of different ones are in the other room. They're just a little bit bigger. Just because I don't have everything set up properly and don't have the room right now, but hopefully soon I will. But there you go, there's my history of movie collecting. And again, definitely check out Scott, Chill Pilgrim 1138. Very cool guy, does Blu-ray DVD updates and having a very generous subscriber giveaway contest. Very cool, and I'm looking forward to whooping some butt in fantasy football. Last year was a lot of fun. This season I think it's going to be even better, so I'm definitely looking forward to that as well. And let me know which format you guys collect as well, be it VHS, Beta, Laserdiscs, DVD, Blu-Rays, Steelbooks, Digibooks, hardboxes, all kinds of good stuff like that. Let me know which ones you guys collect. Leave me a comment or video response down below. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.